FrugalBC here. Welcome to the live show. This is the FrugalB. Let's go live. It's Algo live show. What really great introduction there, huh? Welcome everyone to the channel. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe button if you haven't already. We are going to be talking about a few things. First and foremost is Napster. Got some Napster news today, along with some other Algorand partnerships. So cool things to talk about. We're going to look at the charts, which have some surprises for Algorand today, and then we're going to take, and as well as some surprises on Tiny Chart as well. And oh yeah, we are live. Did you not know that? Isn't that funny? It is kind of funny when you say it like, oh, we're live. Are we live? Yeah, we're live. It's cool. Hey, thanks for watching though. Yeah, some interesting stuff going on in the tiny charts as well as the regular crypto charts with Algorand. So very cool stuff we were looking at there. And then we are going to take your questions. So make sure you leave questions in the chat and we will answer them as the live stream toward the end of the live stream. I usually go through to take your questions on the chat as well as some questions I got through the week, which I didn't really get too many this week, but we will get to that. So let's see, where should we start? Let's go to the crypto charts. That's always fun. Oh, I like this. I like to see the numbers we got here. Oh, sorry. This takes me a little second here. Here we go. And my voice is going already. This isn't good. Excuse me. All right. Well, just looking at the big caps, Bitcoin under 20,000. Guys, just get used to this. We're in the bear market now. I think it's pretty clear. I mean, I could always be wrong about that, and I always leave space to be wrong about that, but most likely we're on the bear market. Ethereum sitting around $1,000. Remember when it was at 2,000? That was something, huh? Binance at 218, Cardano about 45 cents, 46 cents, and not a lot of huge movements. Some went down a lot this week, like XRP and Solana. Let's see here. Anything really interesting? I mean, Shiba's up a little bit, but has been down the week. Avalanche really crashed. So Polygon, Uniswap down. Yeah, just a lot of stuff down this week. Kind of a bummer. But here's what's interesting. Okay, so Algorand is now in number 27 for market cap, and as you probably remember, it was sitting around 29.30. And actually, just after had kind of a drop this week, it's down 11%. Popped up a little bit, about a 1.5 today. But for a little while, it was actually ahead of Cosmos. So we hadn't seen that in a while. So I think that was really interesting. That was, I want to say midweek, maybe Thursday. I can't remember exactly when I saw that, but I think that's pretty interesting. Yeah, obviously it's not doing so great now, but that's to be expected. We're in a bear market. Neither is anything else. So I think Algorand, stuff like Algorand is going to be really important to hold because I think what we're going to see is a lot of these smaller exchanges, these too good to be true, which, I had some Bitcoin on Celsius, and that's gone. I'm pretty sure that's gone, which was really a bummer. But that's part of crypto, man. That's what you, I want to say that's what you sign up for, but it's the stuff you got to be really careful of. So pardon me a second. Hopefully that helped a little. I just put it on mute so you don't have to hear me hacking up along over here. Not sure what's going on with my voice. So that's Algorand. Now let's take a look at the tiny charts because there's some interesting stuff going on. And what we have, Cosmic Gold had a huge pump, up almost 13%. And I just ran out of time before the live stream. I'm just going to take a really quick look at Cosmic Champs itself because I know that they had the white paper, the NFT, the first NFT sale was going on. So that might have had something to do with it. I just want to see if there's any, I'm going to scan here really quick. Well, they did partner with HumbleFi just pretty recently. So that's, we just did, if you watch my channel, earlier in the week, I did one on the Humble DeFi suite, tried that out. So you can go check that out and see how that went. And, we'll do like a 30-day, 90-day update, that kind of stuff. Probably due for some 1 year updates too, but we'll get to that. I got one planned. Where I just want to see how much I earn from Algorand every day. I think that's going to be kind of fun. It's less than I thought, but considering how much I have, not that bad. We'll talk about that. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything that would tell me necessarily why, other than the people on the whitelist were able to buy the NFT, so that's probably a good reason there. Hey, appreciate that. I'm gonna put that on the screen. Why not? Like that. Thanks, is the fridge. That's a great YouTube name, by the way. Let's see. But yeah, Cosmic Gold doing really well. I was kind of flat all week and just jumped up like crazy. It is at the top of the liquidity right now, probably because, like I said, probably because of that NFT. And then Yieldy has been down. Yieldy's been just falling and falling and falling. I'm like almost completely out of Yieldy. I think I'm into everything else. Algo Gems up a little bit today, and it's been pumping up on the week. Good for Algo Gems. So we're probably going to see that one improving as time goes on. Zone doing all right. Ships is up a little. Looks like it's down a little on the week. Planet is down and down a little bit on the week and the day. A lot on the day, really. DeFi token a bit, and that has climbed during the week. So this is really interesting, I think, because what you're seeing, because in crypto, a lot of times you see if Bitcoin is falling, pretty much everything else is falling, and if Bitcoin is going up, pretty much everything else is going up, with some exceptions. But with the ASAs, it's been interesting because you have a lot of variation, and that's a good thing. We want, we don't want it to be that predictable. What do you even need the coins for, right? Like it could all just be Algorand. So I think it's kind of neat. I think it's cool that we're seeing that. But this is really good news from Cosmic Gold. So I'm imagining that. Oh, actually, they're not even the top gainers. Meadow Farm, Algo Expose, and QR credits. So you're going to see a lot of new ones. They don't distinguish between verified and unverified, so you will see a lot. I mean, they do distinguish it as in they have the markings and such, but they don't. Anything can be on the top gainers. So these things could be brand new and they just pump up like crazy. There's not a lot of buy-in yet. You never know. But Buckcoin continues to be a popular coin and trending. It looks like it went down a little bit. I don't know if you know about this. This is basically a coin where someone just wanted to show how easy it was to make a coin. And it's actually pretty alarming how easy it is to make a coin. Like you can just make one and you don't really have to have much of a plan for it. Of course, if you wanted to actually go somewhere and be useful, you do have to have a plan for it. But just to make it and have a coin with liquidity, it's not that many steps. So this was whole thing. It was a joke. He actually told people not to buy it, but of course they did anyway. And as Cosmic Gold, of course, is on this trending chart, as is AI Algo coin, which is up 14,000%. So God knows what that's got to be like. I must have just went on today or something. But yeah, it's surprisingly simple. I've thought about creating a coin and doing a video on that too. Let me know in the chat if you like that. And by the way, guys, if you wouldn't mind hitting that like button, and if you're not subscribed to the channel, I'd really appreciate it if you did. Comfortably easy to make it a coin. Uncomfortably, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I was kind of shocked at how easy it was to make a coin. I thought it would be, I don't know. I just assumed there'd be some math involved, which is usually enough to scare me away. I'm more of a letters guy. I like personal finance math and I like crypto math, but like actually, I figured like you had to know something about the economics or something. Hey, David got his governance rewards today. Awesome, good job, David. As you know, you probably heard my views that I'm not a big fan of governance anymore, but like I said, they're a great option for people. Just because I don't do it anymore, it's a great option for people who want low risk and steady returns. Good thing to do. And your coin never leaves your wallet. That's an awesome thing too. Well, let's get into some news then. And you know what? We're just going to go right to Napster. Guess what? Napster is going to launch its own token on Algorand. which, by the way, as we learned, not that hard to do. That's really funny, I think. As a veteran music streaming company, the Veterans Music Streaming Company has released a light paper outlining the launch of its planned Napster token. Now, of course, Napster was kind of like the thing to get music on when you were, so this is the early 2000s. This is when I was in my 20s. And you could get also you can get all this illegal music you get all this music and for free. And it was super illegal, but also no one really knew how to stop it. Eventually they figured it out. But for a while there, I mean, not that I ever did that, allegedly, but it was something that was available. And now they're trying to move into the Web3 space. So veteran music streaming app Napster is making moves into Web3 space with the announcement of a planned Napster token launch on Algorand. So Algorand actually owns this, by the way. I don't know. I don't think they explained it in here, but Algorand actually owns, they bought it. And there was a different company, Best Buy actually used to own Napster. I don't know if you knew that. And they incorporated it into part of their services. I researched this today. I thought this was really interesting. And then Algorand, the company, not the foundation, but the company bought it. That's my understanding. If I'm wrong, let me know in the chats. But by the way, I said that already. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, you can join the community. You can get access to a private Facebook group and special emojis and all that. So hit the community tab on my channel. You can join. It's pretty cheap. I didn't want to make it too expensive for folks. Just something fun to do. So if you feel like doing that, go ahead. Let's see. The company has released a light paper. Yeah, I guess it was a light paper. It was kind of a PowerPoint, kind of like a bigger PowerPoint, outlining its plans to build out its existing music streaming ecosystem on the Layer 1 blockchain. The launch date has not been yet announced. Napster unlocked the opportunities of Web3 for fans, rights holders, and music makers, the light paper reads. And they talk about how Algorand is the only carbon negative blockchain. And kind of funny about that, by the way, I was at the Midwest Renewable Energy Fair this weekend to see the band Gold. And by the way, if you haven't seen Gold and they come to your town, you should check them out. Amazing show. If you love music, they just put on a heck of a show. The lead singer is just a really charismatic and very energetic lead singer. Jumps into the crowd. Does really cool stuff. Highly recommend it. Anyway, I was talking to some folks at the Energy Fair before the show started, and I was wearing the hat, so they're like, "Oh, what's that?" And I was like, "Well, this is my YouTube channel. What's it about? Crypto. Oh, crypto." And they say something about Bitcoin. And so, well, the thing I focus on is Algorand, and the cool thing about Algorand is that it's, the whole blockchain. And then I started explaining like proof of work versus proof of stake. And I said the whole blockchain takes up the energy of about 10 households per year, what they would use in a year. So like, that's pretty good, and then of course they also do carbon offsets to make it a carbon negative chain. But even if you cast aside the carbon offsets, like just the energy use itself, barely anything, probably about the amount of energy like a really large website uses or something. Oh yeah, here they kind of talk about that. Yeah, it was acquired by Best Buy, just like I said. And yeah, merged with this brand Rhapsody. And then that's weird, they don't talk about. Oh yeah, acquired by blockchain firm Algorand and HiveMind. So I should mention HiveMind's in there too. My Napster token. Well, they all have a token. So yeah, there'll be 10 billion Napster tokens. See anything else interesting? And then yeah, you'll use Napster will be your payment platform. I'll be curious to see what the actual platform looks like. I hope it kind of follows. I hope it's like a really good UI version of kind of a lot of the stuff we have now, because I like the way it works. I like the way there's just a little button and you click it and you connect your wallet, connects automatically. I mean, everything works really well. I hope they don't screw that up. But yeah, very interesting how they're showing the Napster chart. Okay. So I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Do you like do you think Napster has a chance? Do you think it's going to be a cool thing? Let me know in the chat. I think it's going to be good. I think there's a lot of potential there, but it kind of depends. It all depends on how they do things. So, all right, let's see. Let's go back. Let's go to our next news item. Get a drink. Okay. Napster. Oh yeah, this one's interesting. Okay, I should reset that. Sorry about that. Algopad Launchpad officially goes live. Algorand, much anticipated Launchpad platform, is now officially live. So that's cool. Now get this. Okay, startups and upcoming projects need a reliable support system to facilitate smooth entry onto the blockchain space. Investors need to be able to locate viable projects to invest in, hence the need for Launchpad platforms. In line with this, Algorand launches launch of Algopad. No, the Algopad is the first ever Launchpad platform on the Algorand blockchain. Not true. How is it the first one? I don't. This baffles me. Now, if you know something I don't, let me know. But isn't there already Algo Launch and Algo Fund, both of which we've covered on this channel? So it's at least, if it just went live, which is what this website indicates. I didn't get it really old. Yeah, June 30th. So not that old. This is like the third at least. So I don't understand why they say first. The first project whitelist will begin soon. It is definitely not the first blockchain. But anyway, we'll move on. So it says Algopad is a reliable entryway to the Algorand ecosystem. Launchpad also employs the support for renowned IDO platform BSC MemePad. Algorand's Launchpad platform will also incentivize token stakers and IDO participants, all while also providing much-needed support for startup projects. Algopad employs a unique two-tier mechanism. Not unique, actually. This is to try to give IDO participants equal and fair opportunities. Yeah, so there's a lottery tier and a guaranteed tier. Guess who also has that? Algo Fund. So again, like, it's like they're just unaware of all these other ones out there. I don't understand how that could happen. You think you'd do a quick Google search? I don't know where they got that from. It's just really strange to me. Again, if you guys know something I don't, let me know in the chat. I don't know why it says that. So, well, here's the Algopad. Here's the Algopad site. I think they even say that they're the first one. Introducing the first launchpad on the super hyped Algorand blockchain to fish. Yeah, it's not. So, yeah, no, I understand that you're saying it's, yeah, exactly. A first for the project. Well, that might be what they're trying to say, but that's not what that says. It says introducing the first launchpad on the super hyped Algorand blockchain. That says that that's the first one on Algorand. So I don't know where they're getting that from. But yeah, it's pretty much, it's actually, I was reading through it. We won't go through the whole thing, but it seemed pretty similar to Algo Fund, but the one thing I will say about this, these guys are not doxed. We don't know who is doing this. And that was the same thing with Algo Launch. I don't think that this one doesn't look scammy like Algo Launch did, though, because when I looked through Algo Launch, they had a bunch of like fake bot accounts commenting on their stuff, like saying, and it said like it would be like great project, looks fun, or stuff like that. Like it said the same thing over and over and over again. So this could be totally legit. But I always point out that you should be cautious if you can't see who is doing it. Now there is the company Trust, which is one of the projects from Crypto Nerd. I don't know if you guys watch this channel. I interviewed them. It was one of the first people I interviewed when I decided to start doing some interviews. And that guy's got his hands in everything, man. It's crazy. I mean, I think I'm busy, but that dude is busy as a bee. And one of the companies he has is called Trust, where they can do they can verify that you exist and that you have some credentials behind you, and then give you a badge. So you can put the badge on your website that this is verified through this company. And we've given them some stuff, so we have some skin in the game. I don't know, whatever information. So we're a legit company, but we don't want to put our faces out there yet because I don't know. And Algo Fund's case, they're still working for other people, so they don't want to tip their hand, and that's understandable. But also, like as a consumer, you need to know, right? So, but just to put that out there, they are not doxxed, so that's something to keep in mind. You know, if you're going to invest a bunch of money in it, I usually like to know that stuff. Well, I mean, they haven't done anything yet, right? As far as I know. That's what he's saying. He's saying for a successful launch. Yeah, but I mean, like I said, they haven't done anything. Like they just went live. So, and I don't think, or did they? But then it would be here, right? Well, we're not going to do that. Can buy Algopad. Yeah, because I mean, they don't have a place that you can go. You know, they have a spot for where you can apply, but they don't have a project to open on it yet. So yeah, they're actually behind Algo Fund. That's what I'm saying. Okay, that's enough of that. Let's go to the next one. Last one, and this one's not nearly as fun as the other ones. I probably should do that in reverse order, but big win for Algorand Crypto in Nigeria, an IP exchange wallet. This is where to buy Algo. I know where to buy Algo. The stream for the Algo cryptocurrency has been in a downward spiral since November 2021 peak. The all-time high of $3 was reached November 18th. Did it get to $3? I never saw it at $3, but anyway. However, with collaboration with the Nigerian federal authorities and the mental property change market, that's IP. I don't understand that. Market and pocket. There might because that the value of this altcoin will spike sometime. Okay, I don't even. That's not quite a complete sentence, but basically, okay, this thing isn't going to make a huge rise in price. Just this is the thing they're saying. This is insidebitcoins.com. It says if you are looking to buy Algorand before the large rise in price, read our cryptocurrency information to get started. Just to be clear, I think that we are in a bear market, so it is a good time to buy Algorand, and I've been buying quite a bit of it. But this collaboration isn't going to spike the Algorand price. Okay, it's not gonna change the fact that we're in a bear market. Because let me tell you, the FIFA news would have done that times 20 times what this would have if I even believe that was a thing. But I think it's very positive. It appears Nigerian federal authorities and Algorand have created a 3-year agreement to create a cryptocurrency, developing it through the partnership with Coinbase and Growing Africa Group. These guys are not the only ones to have this news, by the way, just so in case you're kind of doubting their legitimacy. So basically another partnership for Algorand. I'm not going to cover this in depth because I don't know. I just don't think it's that. I don't want to read any more of this. It's just hurting my brain because it's just not well written. But just so you know, I think that's pretty cool that that's out there. And the more partnerships, the better. So I always just keep them. I really think by Algorand, and I think those stuff are important because I think what's going on in the background is really important to having Algorand be useful. The thing about this is it's not that important right now. Let's see, how would I put that? The stuff that we're doing, this is the fun stuff, but this isn't the really useful stuff. The really useful stuff is when Algorand is working in the background and the people that are using it probably aren't even that aware that they're using something based on Algorand. That's why I think the FIFA partnership is a really good thing because I think that's what it's going to do. So more partnerships, the better. Okay. Well, any questions that you guys have, leave them in the comments. I'm going to look through some of the ones we got on YouTube today. Not today, but throughout the week. And I've already answered these, but oh yeah. So Greg Oreo asked, he said, hello, FrugalBC. Hello, I committed my algos today to governance. Should I keep my wallet connected to Algo website or disconnect it? So a few people have asked me about this, and I don't see any reason to disconnect it. If you guys know something I don't, again, leave it in the comments. But as far as I know, I always left mine connected. I didn't see a big deal, and it was fine. So Basically it doesn't matter. I would leave it connected just because it's easiest. I don't think anything can really happen. Yeah, so I did a video on Tomstar and asking, kind of questioning, was it still worth it? And the thing is, I spent like almost $300 on an NFT that earns 3 town per day. And when I bought that NFT, town was worth 68 cents. Now it's down to like less than 2 cents. It's like 1.9 cents or something like that. It's really bad. And someone commented this week, said, "We're in a bear market though, bro. Everything has gone down. Doesn't sound like you're enjoying though." It's like, well, actually, I do kind of like the game, sort of. It's fun, but it's also a little tedious. But my point is, like, it's not just that it dropped; it dropped dramatically. We're talking. I mean, a bear market drop should be about 85%. This thing's more like 90, 95%. Like, that's a big drop. So, take it what you will. So 50% drop would have been like 36 cents. A 75% drop would have been, so I don't do public math, around 17 cents. So you can kind of get an idea where when it's like less than 2 cents, we're kind of getting into that 98 cents, probably about 95% territory. So, but the price of these things doesn't go down. That's the other point. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, so I made a joke about Ethereum Classic, and someone pointed out that actually Ethereum Classic is the original Ethereum. And so the one we know now is actually the fork of the original. That was Mike Oline pointing that out. And so good point. I just didn't follow Ethereum closely enough to know that. I think I remember that whole thing, and I just forgot all about it. Yeah, I did a video on Rarible, and every once in a while I still get questions on it. I'm like, I haven't used it. I basically can't get into it because Coinbase wallet sucks. So another plus for Algorand. Just saying. Let's see. Meme projects. Yeah, I'm just trying to see if anything. Yeah, some people are talking about going back to Coinbase because apparently they're paying 5.75 again. That's what he says. I didn't really check it. I don't know if that's true or not. I just find like better ways to make. I've been using the farms. The farms on Tinyman are awesome. There's just some really good opportunities there. So yeah, someone Greg asked about joining Algo and not screwing it up, and I told him that even though I don't do it usually, a lot of people will make a separate wallet just for governance, and that's just to ensure that you don't accidentally spend the amount that you committed for governance. That's very useful. Yeah, people asking. Oh, someone. So Brianna Reyes asked. She was interested in Lofty AI. I've done videos on Lofty AI before. One of my favorites, and she asked if they go ups and downs. Excuse me. They asked if I think the prices will go up and down, and yes, they following the market. Yeah, that's exactly what they do on Lofty. Mine have gone up, and then they've gone down. So actually, none of them have gone down. Sorry, I'm like kind of losing my focus. I gotta stop looking at the chat. Yeah, so they do go. They've all pretty much gone up because of course the rental market, the market has gone crazy and just hasn't stopped. But it's actually going. It is possible for them to drop in price too. So that will happen. I focus more on the rents. I'm more interested in that. I think it's kind of cool that you can buy this small amounts of rental properties and get little rent payments from them. It's pretty neat. So I get a big kick out of that. And by the way, if you're watching this after the fact, I have a link where we can both get some money towards Lofty. I think you'll get like $25 towards some Lofty tokens. So it's definitely worth checking out if that's what you're going to do. Yeah. So Is the Fridge is talking about the farms on Tinyman. They called it staking originally. Now they call it farming. Basically, it's a pool that you commit to on Tinyman. And they started off with like some stable coins, Algo pairs, but now they've added a few more. Some of them are pretty good. They'll pay like 200%, and you get paid out in Algo every day. And they're doing that through the end of July. They already extended it once, so I'm kind of crossing my fingers that they extend it again. But it's really useful. I think I did a video on it. If I didn't, I should do one again because they've added a bunch of stuff. Yeah, this thing about ETH. Well, Tomstar is kind of like ETH. You need to be a whale to turn a profit. Yeah, kind of. You kind of do. But are they even profiting right now? I mean, that's such a big drop. It's 68 cents. I mean, I was gonna pay back the cost of my NFT in about 6 months. Now, like that's just not gonna happen. So I've just been building up the town. I still play it pretty much every day, but if it's inconvenient that day, I just don't worry about it because it's just not worth my time to worry about. But so I'm still making, I don't know, like 6 cents a day on it. Whoopty ding dong do. I'm really looking forward to Cosmic Champs. I think that's going to be the one. I've been playing a little bit of Splinterlands too. Let's see. So you guys got any more questions for me? Anything else you want answers to? Because otherwise, we're rounding on about half hour. I'm going to turn it off pretty soon. But you guys got big 4th of July plans? I just been having a fun weekend. I took a day off on Friday, so I had a 4-day weekend. Gave me some time to prep for the show, but also just to do some fun stuff. And we need that once in a while, right? Can't be locked into the crypto chart. Yeah, that's true. Better than 0.001 APY. That's true. Good point. I wonder if I'm paying more in electricity than I am in the. Kind of depends. Like I've been trying to really have it running while I'm working, so hopefully it's not using too much extra electricity, but who knows. All right, guys. Well, hey, thanks everyone for tuning in. I appreciate it so much. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Remember to hit the like button and the subscribe button and all that. Tell your friends, hit the bell notification. Stay safe out there, and we will see